A-Level Physics at Arfield Community College gives you the opportunity to explore the phenomena of the universe and to look at theories that explain what is observed. This subject combines practical skills with theoretical ideas to develop descriptions of the physical universe. I will now hand you over to Mr. Pittaway and Mr. Harris to tell you more.
Thank you, Brian. From the moment you wake up and make some toast for breakfast to the charging of your mobile phones before you go to sleep, physics is everywhere. Having studied physics with astrophysics and teaching it for many years, it still amazes and enthuses me every single day.
So here's some basic information about A-Level Physics at Highfield. We follow the AQA exam board. You have 9 hours per fortnight, which is divided between myself and Mr. Harris. There are monthly assessments, weekly homeworks, and then 3 exams at the end of year 13. You have no coursework exams, however, there are required practicals throughout the course which are then examined in paper 3. So as I said, you have 3 exams. Paper 1 covers all the topics you were taught in year 12, paper 2 all the topics you were taught in year 13, and paper 3 covers all the required practicals which you carry out in year 12 and year 13, plus the option subject. The option subject can be either astrophysics, medical physics or engineering, but most students pick astrophysics. The core content is what is examined in papers 1 and paper 2. I teach the mechanics of materials, the electricity, the further mechanics, the fields and their consequences, and then the astrophysics. Finally, there are 12 required practicals which are carried out throughout the course, 6 in year 12 and 6 in year 13. They range from basic experiments like measuring gravity to more complex ones like investigating gamma radiation. All these experiments are written up fully in a laboratory book. There are 5 common practical assessment skills to complete, and these are examined in paper 3. I'm now going to pass you over to Mr. Harris so he can talk to you about the A-Level Physics course as well.
Hello future year 12s, Mr. Harris here, Head of Physics, reporting from lockdown, as you can probably tell from the beard. I'm just going to give you a very brief introduction to what I do on the A-Level Physics course. So in year 1, I start off by doing some work with waves, do loads of practicals, and we're looking at getting an understanding of these ideas and then looking at how these ideas are applied in the real world. In the wave bit, we look at stuff like refraction, diffraction, and interference. After that, I move on to some particle physics, so looking at what everything's made of, and we really dive down into the fundamental particles there. After that, I then look at some quantum physics, and looking at some ideas like the photoelectric effect and this idea of waves being particles and particles being waves. In year 2, I do nuclear physics, so looking at radioactivity and fission and fusion, and again looking at how the ideas that we cover can be applied to the real world. I then finish off with some thermal physics, so looking at how energy affects solids and liquids, and then we have a closer look at how things are different for gases, and look at how we can apply these differences, these rules, to the real world. So to finish off with, I'd just like to say that physics at A-level at ICC is a great course. Great if you love physics, great if you love maths. There is lots of maths, but great if you love maths. And if you have a desire to understand why things are the way they are in the universe, this is a course for you. In terms of career opportunities, there's a whole range of careers that this course will open up for you. Anything from accountancy, consultancy, scientist to teacher. This is Mr. Harris signing off. Bye, and passing you back over to Mr. Pitchway.
Well, that's A-level physics for you. If you have any questions, please email us and have a lovely summer.